Okay, so I was thinking about Victor Wembanyama. The 7'4" alien that was in the NBA this season, that just got drafted this season, that, put up just casual, like, 24, like, almost 11 with, like, 4 or 5 assists, 2 steals, and 4 blocks a game as a rookie. Casual numbers for a rookie. Something that, no, that is not normal numbers for a rookie. We haven't, I'm just, so shocked he performed this well, because I thought he was a little overhyped coming into the NBA, right? I was one of those people okay, calm down. He's a 7'4" guy. We know how those guys pan out usually. They usually get injured in their first year in, the first 40, 50 games, and they start having injury problems. No, Victor was very healthy for most of his first year. He was a very good player for most of his first year. By the way, making all defensive first team as a rookie. Only 5 players have ever done that. Tim Duncan, Manute Bol, David Robinson, Hakeem Olajuwon, and, just arguably the greatest center in NBA history, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. I mean, that's a pretty good list to be on. As a matter of fact, 4 of those 5 guys are top 10 big men in NBA history, objectively. Now, you could say, oh, I don't have David Robinson or whatever, my top. If you consider Tim Duncan a center, that's 4 of the 10 best centers in NBA history, to ever do it. And Victor Wembanyama is now on a list with, 5 of the greatest defensive centers ever. Now, if you're if you're comparing that to be Victor's going to be an all-time center, only 80% come on. And that's insane. He made All-NBA defensive first team his rookie year. Now, I don't think he should have won DPOY. Historically, the Defensive Player of the Year has gone to a player on a winning situation. And I know, right? Whatever you want to say. Oh, it shouldn't. So now the Defensive Player of the Year is a winning award? Okay, then we should do that for MVPs too. As much as I like Victor, if we're going to start giving awards that are historically have gone to winning players, to losers now, then the MVP, every award has to actually go to the player that deserves it. Don't look, as much as you want to love Victor, the only reason people say he should have won DPOY his rookie year is because people really like Victor. That's why, it's just something I don't think that should have happened. But back on the Victor, best player ever train. I've heard some takes, and some of them I agree with, some of them I disagree with. Could be the greatest player of all time. Now, I disagree with this a little bit because for that to happen, he has to have a better resume than Kareem, LeBron, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Michael Jordan. I don't know why I did say MJ first. Before y'all say this, I think MJ's the GOAT. But he has to have a better resume than Michael Jordan, LeBron, Kareem, Kobe, Tim Duncan, Magic Johnson, Larry Bird, Shaq, freaking Hakeem Olajuwon, Kevin Durant. Those are some names that Bill Russell, Wilt Chamberlain. Those are some names he has to surpass in order to be considered the greatest of all time. Can he do it? Absolutely. He is definitely a top 3 prospect ever. So, and before you say it, I still think LeBron's a better prospect all time. But that's just my opinion. If you say Victor, I'm not mad. He's 7'4" with a handle and a jump shot. Yeah, you can't really find that anywhere else. But you can't, not getting into this debate right now. But you would have to surpass some names. Can he do it? Like I said, yes, he can. He has a very high potential to do it. But to do it, he has to reach that potential. And right now, he is definitely on the track to do it. 24, 11, 4, 2, and 4 his rookie year on insane shooting splits. Something like 52, 36, 79 shooting splits for a rookie. Oh my gosh, dude. He would. And I think he was the first player since Anthony Tolliver to block Giannis on a dunk or something like that. I don't know if that's true, but I saw it somewhere. I don't know, man. Victor is just so good, man. Here's some of my hot takes. I think by his 3rd year, he'll be a top 5 player in the league. I know that sounds crazy, but he already, in my opinion, is top 15. So I don't think it's that crazy. And maybe if I'm like, on Victor a little bit, he's already top 20 in my opinion. Like, I don't think that's that crazy to say. A guy who, with the stats he has and the individual defensive ability he has, saying he's a top 20 player already. If you think that's crazy, I don't know what to tell you, dude. He has the potential to be the greatest defender of all time. I don't even think that's crazy to say. Making first team all defense and being second in defensive player of the year your rookie season, he could be the greatest defender to ever play the sport of basketball. Like, you can say I'm, sucking on, that's crazy, on what Victor Wembanyama is, or you can say a lot of stuff about me right now, but definitely has the potential to be the greatest defender of all time. He has a very high potential to do that. Oh my gosh. Now let's just get into some of the crazy stuff about Victor. That dude can handle the ball. I literally watched a Bucks game this year. Man grabbed the ball, did a behind the back, the move John Wall and John Morant, Kyrie Irving are able to do. He did that at 7'4". The guys I named are 7'4", 6'4", and below. They're a foot shorter. Victor grabbed the ball, went behind his back, and dunked it. That's something I've only seen John Wall do, and John Wall's a foot shorter. That's crazy. Called for a lob for the three-point line in preseason. Y'all remember that? Or it was like first week of the season, called off from the three-point line, caught it, dunked it. Pretty sure he jumped for the free throw line this season, went like this to go lay it up, then switched to a dunk. Who is this guy? I saw a meme that said Max Kellerman was right. Aliens had the death beam pointed at Earth. He wants Iguodala. Well, Iguodala's been retired for a season. An alien comes in and is now dominating the NBA. No, we stop. Dude, it's so crazy. This man Victor is not real. I feel like I'm in a dream right now because there's no, this is the crazy. This is like some 2K creative player BS. You're not supposed to be able to do some of the stuff he's able to do at his height. You're not supposed to be able to do a between the legs dribble, step back three. I've seen him do that. You're not supposed to be able to do a behind the back dunk at 7'3", 7'4". I've seen him do that. Dude, and he plays good perimeter defense. He plays good interior. Oh my gosh, dude. This kid is so freaking good. It's not even funny how good he is. I'm like, oh my gosh, dude. Just looking at some of the plays he's had this season. And he can pass the ball decently well. For his height, he's a very good playmaker. And I know Jokic is in the league, LeBron's in the league, right? Oh, we've seen people at 7 foot or near 7 foot doing this. I know. I'm not saying his passing's out of this world. His passing is good, very good for a big man, kind of below average, or just average, But for a big man, great passer. For any other player, decent passer. His passing's probably in my opinion, his passing is the weakest part of his game, and even then, he's very good at it. Not very good, but he's still decent at it. And oh my gosh, if he puts on, if Victor decided to put on 25 pounds of muscle and he became better at passing, just wrap it up. We out of here. Dude, people want him to put on the 45 pounds of muscle that Giannis had. Sorry. Giannis is a psychopath. He's a psychopath that put hours into the gym to hit the body he does. He's not going to put on the 45 pounds of muscle that Giannis did or do what LeBron did after his first two seasons where he put on 30 pounds of muscle. We're not going to see that from Victor. What we are going to see, even saying putting on 25 pounds of muscle is crazy. No one just does that in the NBA. If people could just do that, we'd see people like John Morant and De'Aaron Fox, built like tanks, bro. That NBA players don't just do that. Doing something on even the level of what Tatum did, where he put on 20 pounds of muscle, is probably not going to happen. But for what we got right now, dude's pretty good. Now, if he does put on 25 pounds of muscle, or even 40 pounds of muscle, if he puts on 40 pounds of muscle, wrap it up. No one's winning. We're out of here. Dude, Victor is so good, man. And I haven't seen anyone this dominant their rookie season since a Blake Griffin. Blake Griffin was insane his rookie year. Or LeBron James, Michael Jordan. Those are guys I think of when, like, you're talking about dominance in a rookie year. Carmelo Anthony, too. Surprisingly. Carmelo had an insane rookie year. Like, 21 points per game, 6-7 rebounds, 5 assists. And was on a playoff team. Like, crazy stuff. Victor did get Chris Paul, so... And one of my main issues about the Spurs this year was they weren't passing Victor the ball enough. I feel like he'd be open in the post, like, ready to cook someone in the post. Then Jeremy Sochan would see, like, I'm a three-point shooter, shoots a three, brick. I'm like, dude. I watched, like, 3-4 Spurs games. That happened pretty often. And it was, like, spread across the year. I watched one from, like, the first month of the season, 2 from the middle of the season, and 1 at the end of the season. And those plays happen pretty often. Jeremy Sochan is not a point guard. But now that they got Chris Paul, and a lot of people are like, they're not starting Chris Paul. I think they will start Chris Paul, because why would you get Chris Paul if you're not planning on starting him? Maybe to make your, I don't know. All I know is I think this is good for Wemby's development. I think next year he's borderline top 10. By his 3rd year, he's top 5. That's my projection for Wemby. Anyway, if you enjoyed the video, hey, tell me. If you didn't enjoy the video, I don't know what to tell you. Don't watch my channel? I don't know. And honestly, maybe I'm overhyping Wemby a little bit. But from what I saw this year, bro deserves it. I mean, dude was out of this world. Anyway, enjoyed it, like it. If you didn't enjoy it, dislike it. Leave a comment telling me how enormous I am, or stupid I am, or that I deserve to be banned off YouTube. I read the comments. I don't care what y'all say, honestly. It's my opinion. Like, oh no. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Seriously. Bye.